from supernatural entities to unexplained things you might encounter on the road. Today, we're taking a look at some of the scariest videos ever captured by drivers. And to make things more interesting, we'll start with the least disturbing and slowly work our way up to the most terrifying one of all. Are you ready? Let's begin. Level 1. We begin this journey with a video captured by a driver traveling along a quiet road in Thailand at around 8 at night. Everything seemed completely normal at first, until something suddenly appeared directly in his path. Just take a look. After the video was shared, some viewers pointed out that the woman seems to partially materialize in front of the vehicle before disappearing from the frame. And that detail is exactly what makes the footage look edited, which is why this video sits at level 1. However, what comes next is real and much harder to dismiss. Level 2. The video you're about to see was captured in broad daylight near a cemetery in Orlando, Florida. Brazilian driver Junior Freitas was passing by when his vehicle's assistance system suddenly began behaving strangely. And what appeared on the screen caught him completely off guard. Look at this.
Entendeu? Sumiu. Opa! Ó. Sumiu também. Ali, ó. Tem alguém ali. Vamos ver.
Gente.
É. Ó lá. Tava andando ali, ó. Ó, esse tá andando, esse aqui, ó. Tá andando, ó.
Deixa eu ver aí, Júnior.
Sumiu, ele foi pra trás. Tipo, correu pra trás.
Dá uma ré, Júnior.
Não dá, porque quando eu dou ré, muda o sensor.
Ah.
Isso até eu me arrepiou, cara. Porque quando eu vi parado, eu nunca vi andando. Ó ele aqui, ó. Eles aqui, ó. Ó lá. Os espíritos. Eles aparecem e somem. Tem gente ali. Ele foi andando.
As Junior drove past the cemetery, the system began detecting what appeared to be people nearby, with several figures appearing and disappearing from the display. What makes the case more unusual is that Junior said he had been driving that same car for more than 2 years and had never seen anything like this happen before. Some believe the system was detecting something that couldn't actually be seen, while others point to a much simpler explanation: a malfunction or error in the vehicle's sensors. Considering where it happened, though, the timing is certainly strange. Level 3. We've reached level 3, and at this point, we're raising the tension a little with a video captured in Colombia. A driver traveling late at night will capture one of the strangest moments ever recorded on a road in the country. Just look at what he captured. The footage was reportedly recorded in 2008. The person standing in the middle of the road appears to be a pale woman dressed in white, apparently holding what looks like a knife. The driver carefully passes by her, and just a few seconds later, the recording ends. It was never confirmed who this woman was or why she was standing alone in the middle of the road that night. And the fact that she appears to be holding a knife makes the situation even more dangerous. Fortunately, the driver was safely inside his vehicle, something that won't be the case in the next level. Level 4. This video was captured in India when 2 men were returning home and suddenly came across something blocking the road. At first, they were able to watch from the safety of their vehicle, but someone else wasn't lucky. Look at this. The animal in the road was a tiger, and while the men were recording it, a motorcycle passed dangerously close. The tiger immediately launched toward the riders, although fortunately it abandoned the attack shortly afterward. The incident reportedly happened near Jim Corbett National Park, an area known for its tiger population. And considering how quickly the situation changed, those motorcyclists were extremely lucky the encounter ended the way it did. Although this video has a logical explanation, what you'll see in the next level is something that, to this day, no one knows exactly what happened. Level 5. The video you're about to see was captured in a rural area somewhere in Africa by a driver traveling through the region at night. At first, everything seemed completely normal, until a strange scene blocked his path. Just look at what he captured.
ये क्या चीज़ है यार? अजीब सा मामला हुआ है। अरे उस गाड़ी यार।
Many viewers believe the small figure seen in the darkness may have simply been a young shepherd waving his arms to warn the driver that a herd was blocking the road ahead. And while that explanation makes sense, it remains only a theory. The footage never gives us a clear enough look to know for certain who the figure was, exactly what was happening on that isolated road, or what that person's intentions really were. So if you ever come across a scene like this, the safest thing to do is turn around, because you might end up facing something like what appears in the next level. Level 6. This video took place in Colorado on October 19, 2015, when a couple was driving along an isolated forest road late at night. At one point, they believed they had hit a deer, so they backed up to check what had happened. But that would turn out to be the worst mistake they could have made.
Hit something. Hope it didn't hurt the car. Somewhere. Is that it right there? There it is. Oh my gosh, go.
As the vehicle backed up, a human-like figure suddenly appeared and began running quickly toward them. Some viewers believe it may have simply been a hunter wearing a camouflage, while others have suggested something far stranger: Bigfoot. There's no way to confirm exactly what the figure was from the footage alone, but the way it runs after the vehicle is what makes this encounter so disturbing. Level 7. So far, most of what we've seen has happened outside the vehicles, luckily for the drivers. But at this level, something disturbing happens inside one. This took place in Japan, where a camera inside a taxi recorded the moment the driver stopped to pick up a passenger. But what happened next has no clear explanation. Look at this. Apparently, someone or something entered the taxi. The strange part is that we never actually see anyone get inside, and the driver doesn't seem surprised. In fact, he acts as if someone really is sitting behind him. But over the next few seconds, something begins to appear. Watch this.
いや入り込んでる。
A dark figure slowly takes shape in the back seat until what looks like a pale face becomes visible. The taxi driver later claimed he had no idea what the camera had captured. So, if no one was ever seen entering the taxi, what exactly was sitting behind him? Level 8. Unlike the paranormal encounter we just saw, what you're about to watch next is shocking for a completely different reason. There's nothing paranormal about it. It was captured on February 14, 2025, inside the Green River Tunnel in Wyoming, when a trucker known online as Top Holder Zero suddenly came across a massive pileup. Fortunately, he managed to avoid the vehicles stopped in front of him, but his truck ended up trapped inside the tunnel, leaving him unable to get out normally. What he didn't know was that a fire had already broken out inside the tunnel, and what happens over the next few moments becomes a fight for survival.
Coming through the tunnel. I'm in a wreck. This is all this truck is on fire. I got to get out of here. Oh, oh,
With no other way out, the driver began kicking the windshield until he finally managed to break through it and escape from the cab. But the situation inside the tunnel was far more serious than it first appeared. The crash involved 26 vehicles. 3 people were killed, while 20 others were injured. The fire became so intense that emergency crews initially struggled to reach parts of the tunnel because of the heat and heavy smoke. Top Hauler Zero was lucky enough to escape. Unfortunately, not everyone inside that tunnel made it out alive. Level 9. You're probably wondering what could be more shocking than the video we just saw. Well, this next footage shows what something otherworldly might be capable of. It was captured somewhere in Paraná, Brazil, as 2 men were driving at night. And while traveling along that road, they came across something that might give you nightmares. Look at this.
Ó, ferrinho, ó. Filmar aqui pra você ver, ó. Agora é 00:50, tô indo pra Londrina. Levar o cardão. Aqui, ó. O cardão pra buscar um caminhão lá. Chegando onde eu falei pra você que eu vejo toda hora o trem aqui, ó. É bem esse horário aqui que eu passo, ó. Vamos ver. Aí, ó. Aí, ó. Vai trepar essa desgraça, cara. Toda vez assim.
What they saw appears to be a woman dressed in a white nightgown standing on the side of the road. But according to the men, things became even stranger after they passed her. Their car suddenly began losing power, and they claimed that when the brake lights illuminated the rear of a car, that same figure was now sitting on it. But take a look for yourself and tell me what you see.
Antiga assim, ó. Saci de teta. Olha lá, ó. Olha lá, ó. Ó, vou frear pra você ver, ó. Ó. Olha lá onde é que tá, ó. Tá com o ferrinho, ó. Viu? E vai até lá em cima na casinha. Ó, freando, ó. Freando pra você ver, ó. Não tem luz em cima. Toda vez assim, cara. Ó, você vê, ó. Agora é, ó. 9 meia-noite, que chega hoje, 11.
Personally, I can clearly make out a figure sitting on the back of the car, but the driver claims that he could see it. According to him, the footage was recorded on February 11th, 2026, while they were traveling through Sapopima toward São Jerônimo do Serra. One of the men also claimed that this wasn't the first strange experience he had encountered in that area. Of course, none of that proves that what they saw was paranormal. But the fact that the car apparently began losing power shortly after they passed that figure makes the timing difficult to ignore. Level 10. And now, we've reached the final level on this list. What you're about to see isn't paranormal, it's something much worse. Imagine driving calmly down the road, doing everything right, when suddenly something like this happens. The footage was recorded on February 19th, 2026, during what appeared to be a completely normal drive. Unfortunately, there is no confirmed information about the condition of the people involved, or how many may have been injured or killed. So, why is this video at level 10? Because the danger passes incredibly close to you, and there's almost nothing you can do about it. Sometimes, all you can depend on is luck. And fortunately, this driver had it. Now I want to hear from you. Do you agree with the ranking, or would you change the order? Let me know which video deserves the #1 spot in the comments. And if you want to keep watching more disturbing footage like this, check out one of my other videos. I'll see you there.